Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches Series 12. We are on to day 12 and I decided that I needed to stop working with some of that Carefree collection that I've been working with in the last couple days and switch it up because I struggled with day 11. And I'm wondering if it's because I struggled with the collection. So we're gonna bring in Pool Party. This is a collection that I am so close to being done with. I really don't have a ton of stuff left with it. And I think it'll work well with this sketch. So hopefully the sketch has popped up. It is lots of fun little strips of pattern paper, this lovely tag in the middle with 3 photos. I'm not sure that I have my photos ready for this, but I figured I would create the layout, leave space for the photos, and even if I just take photos this summer, I can get them added in. But that is my starting off point. I think this is going to be lots of fun, really playful. I think I might use this as my background and we'll add the layers on top. So let's get you on fast forward and let's get going. Okay, so in the sketch I counted 7 strips of paper. So we're gonna go through and do that. I found photos that possibly could work. We will see. I can cut these into squares like you can see in the sketch, so I thought those were doable, and if not, I can at least use them as a template for how to create the rest of it. I am thinking a border would be nice, so I do have this one that has the green, so that would be an option. But I also have this last full sheet that has this really pretty floral, and it's small enough that I think it reads pretty well. So I think I am going to trim this paper just so we can have that option there, and I'm going to trim it on this side because it will give me the same kind of small square that you can see on these 2 sides that was not in the other 2 sides. There we go. Now I'll be able to use either square I choose. I'm not sure which one we're going to go with. I think this one is going to be the right option. It just looks really pretty, I think, versus going with the green. Not that the green isn't pretty, I'm just not sure it's standing out enough for my liking. There's pineapples in the background, which is kind of a fun summer option there. I don't know. I don't mind that. It's kind of cool because it's got sunglasses and my daughter's wearing sunglasses. So maybe we'll do that for the background. Okay, now the strips of paper, I said 7, right? So this is really cool. I feel like I can use that. I've got one more layout available to me. I'm wondering if I should maybe save that one and use this instead. We just need a strip. So look, it's already kind of cut for us. And they are not the same width, the strips. I was looking, they do look to be slightly different. So we can modify all of those to fit our needs. There's one. Now the back is a cut apart, so I won't worry about the back there. We'll do a nice big strip for the leaves, and then we'll do, we now need to bring these in so that we've got that cute little, so that's 2, 3. Let's bring in some stripes. 4, and then do we want our stripes this way or this way? I think we want them long because that's going to help it flow down the page a bit. Okay, that'll work. We have this piece that I actually think, except it's got, I was going to use this as a second layout, but I really like this. So what if we'll cut it here And then it will give me the option to use, I can cut it again and use stripes as well, or I can just use that. We have stripes going this way. Let's do this one. Nice little cut there. Then I'm actually thinking this as the how to put the photos with the, I'm thinking this, and then I'll turn that into a tag. So we're gonna leave that one because that's kind of my plan there. Although I guess I would then want a little bit of the lemons because lemons say summer. So I'm gonna put that aside because that will turn into, and then I guess we just have to decide if I need this. If not, I'll leave it as a full sheet so I can use it for maybe one more project down the road. So let's get rid of these scraps. I'm really trying to use this collection up for what it's worth, aren't I? Let's see here. Let's put this down, and one, I want to see the navy and the teal, so 1, 2, need yellow over there. We're gonna do green. This is my little bit of a problem, is that I either have too much pink there. A striped one could go here. And we have this pretty one too, which can go just about anywhere. So lots of fun stripes. I might have to trim this one down a little bit. It's a little too much, I think. So there we go. And of course I don't need it to be quite so large. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just have more strips than I need, but that's okay. I'm gonna get this sorted out and then we'll work on the banner tag thing. Okay, so I have the basics. Nothing is glued down except for the background to the border. We have the basics going on. I'm gonna add in some stitching, I think. In Carrie's sketch, there's an awesome circle that I want to include, and so I'm just grabbing my little tape thing, and that's how I'm gonna do my circle. Hers connects to the tag, so we're just gonna go ahead and go with that. And I'm just gonna take my pencil here, go like this, and then I will go back and stitch. I might do some machine stitching. I don't feel like I got hand stitching time today, but then to tie in that stitching, I'm also going to go ahead and do some stitching. I'm wondering if I should actually stitch a border on these photos onto this background, which would be fun. And we'll do a little fun embellishment here because I also see that in Carrie's sketch. I'll get these all glued down, and then I will trim them so that they've got different lengths going on. They're a little longer than they necessarily need to be. And I'm probably going to go in with my black pen and trace along the outside just so that it's got its nice borders in there. And I need to find a place for journaling and my title. I thought I would show you just before I finish this how I'm going to make sure, because I need to move this paper to make sure that it's not so I can stitch, and I like the way it looks, so I just need to connect it, and I'm gonna do it just by adding some tape right in the middle where it's not going to affect anything, and then I just make sure it's touching all the papers, because what's going to happen is if I need to adjust, I'm only going to rip this little bit here, and that's not a big deal because it's going to be covered up, but that is how I'm able to keep them all connected. And then I'll just rotate it, fold it over, and that just keeps it nice and and connected while I'm trying to do my stitching and the rest of it before I get back onto the strips. Just a little side note. Sorry, it's shaking. All right, we're getting there. So I did the stitching. I did the stitching on here as well. Did some fun foam, so it's got a bit of height to it. And then I thought for because this white stitching for like a visual triangle, I thought if I included just a little bit of this little pop here. And remember, I'm trying to use up this collection, so it's not like I care that I'm covering up like a pre-made title. And then in the sketch, you can see a bit of interest down here too. So I popped in this Happy Times and Sunshine, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do it off the page or on it like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like it gives me a very nice visual triangle. I do want to put a title here. I can see that in the sketch, and I was thinking I could maybe play around with some of the banners or something. I don't really know where to take it from where I have it. There is this cute little cloud I thought I could add somewhere. I don't know. I might save it. I have a couple other photos from this same place. They're at so it's called Deception Pass in Washington State, and it's a very actually quite treacherous and a little bit of a scary pass that you drive over, but you can go down and walk down on the beach, and it's gorgeous views. And like if you're a photographer, it's some of the most you can take just some of the most beautiful photography ever there. So it's very pretty. We did not walk on the bridge because of the fact that I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm afraid of heights with my kids. And it's not a very well balanced, I don't know, it wasn't for me. So, but if that's something you're into and you're in Washington State, you want to go check it out and you like that sort of thing, definitely do that. On to what I was talking about though, is I think if I can spell adventure, I don't know if I can. Add then I don't think I have a T. Oh, T-U-R-E. Oh, I can spell adventure. Okay. Now, does this color work with add adventure? That's so exciting. So I've been trying to use up these alphas forever. I got 2 packs of them because I do love them so much, but now I'm to the point where I just want to use them up. And I do think that this actually fits really well. So I think we're going to do that. I'm not sure if I will do at Deception Pass or what I'll do, but I'll probably try and make this almost like a 2-page spread so that the other page also will kind of have the same collection, and I can finish up the collection with it. Maybe another sketch with that. So perfect. I'm going to finish this up, and I'm super happy to have this one done. All right, so this is my actual finished layout. I lied when I said it the first time. I didn't add a whole lot more. I put my journaling, the green that matches some of the green elements in the collection here. It came from this little piece. I'm kind of debating about maybe adding, just as the color, a little pop here too. I don't know. It might not be needed, but I thought maybe I could add it there. Yeah, it's not needed. But yeah, so I added the green there. I added in some enamel dots, so I had something from my bingo because I haven't been working on the bingo board in the last few layouts. And then I did add in this little starfish to finish off the tag, just so it had a bit of interest there. But I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I like all the little pieces. There's not a lot of embellishment to this one, obviously, because of all the pattern papers. the embellishments weren't really needed. That being said, you never know. You could go in and tuck things in if you wanted to. It would just make it a very different, a more layered look to it if that's something you're into. I think I like the simplicity because it focuses in on the photos, and I had done the stitching on the photos. So there's a little bit of interest there anyways. All right, I finished this on the Wednesday, so I am behind now. Like, this was due Monday, so it's all good, you guys. Never ever fear about not finishing on time or anything like that. That's never what this is about. It's just about creating when you get the chance and having fun and playing, and that's what I've been able to do. So I will try tomorrow and get my next layout up and ready to go, and we will be back live. I'm not sure if this is going up Wednesday night or Thursday morning, but I will be back live sometime Thursday afternoon or like later morning with a live going through everyone else's layouts as well for, I think we're on to day 6 of that. So very exciting. I will see you guys all again soon. Bye everyone.